What's going on, everyone? I'm JohnnyTheBoyWonder, and I'm here with my friend Kat.
TimeWithKatness.
TimeWithKatness. That's her Instagram. Go follow her. And this is our first video in years.
Guess a little introduction about us and how our friendship started.
When did we meet?
About like 6 years ago. We were like 22.
Yeah, sounds about right. We were 22. We had just gotten out of crazy relationships.
Long-term relationships, yeah, for sure.
When I met you, you were cutting Jose's hair and my brother's hair. And I had this crazy hair. Like I don't know. To me, I just didn't know. I just didn't know how to cut my hair. I didn't know what to ask for.
It was definitely like sitting there. I think I still have the pictures of you on your first haircut with me. I still have them. Like, I don't even know how I have them. Finally changed his profile picture. But his profile picture on my phone is literally the first time I've ever cut his hair.
For real?
Yes, and I just changed it. And I was like, oh my God, look at little Johnny.
I didn't know anything about like looks, about what I wanted, what I didn't like. And when I came to her, I just started asking questions. And
yeah, he's like, how should I wear my hair? Like, what's attractive? You know what? Like, just make it look good. And I was like, nice and tight, but long. Everybody likes hair.
That's true.
I'm just kidding.
I have no idea what I want. Just go for it. And that's why I trust you so much with my hair.
Yeah, and he definitely had a lot of like hair, so we'd always like have to like get through and take some out. So much hair. Yeah.
What is that called when you cut through the hair?
Oh, texturizing.
Basically. See,
you take off weight. Yeah.
What
That's
guy?
what he's got me. Yeah.
What guy's gonna know that?
He didn't know. He was like, my hair's so heavy. How do you make this go down? I was like, I got this.
So before we made that video, you were doing Snapchat.
Yes. Right? So we kind of got into it. Our friendship definitely just started off of just really simple, just haircuts, you know, and then it grew to more, and we just grew to us talking and all this stuff. And we did our own separate things, you know, still. But years down the line, we ended up starting to do our own recording separately. I had my own Snapchat stuff. It was called TimeWithKatness, and everybody would tune in on certain days. I would have segments on like every certain other day. I had Monday, Tuesday ones, and then my Toxic Tuesdays.
Toxic Tuesdays are crazy. And what was like the crazy story you told on Toxic Tuesdays?
I think the one where I had the most like feedback and like I would get so many messages, like it was so time consuming, was the heaviest one was the Family Matters one that I posted about. And it was a whole month about being toxicity every Tuesday in your family.
It was legit. Like I thought Snapchat was gonna get better. But then when they changed it to like a bunch of ads and all that shit,
it was like, getting a little crazy.
Yeah, I didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
But then what happened? Like, how come you stopped doing Snapchat?
You know, at the end of it, all of that stuff, I felt like I went through my own thing, so I had to like, you know, take a step back from all that. And to be honest, like I would sit here and give a lot of people advice on things, and I needed to make sure that my head was clear, because who am I to tell somebody how to work on something if I needed to clean something up in myself? I took time away from that, and definitely we are obviously getting back into it, and then just vlogging again, but not doing it through Snapchat anymore, going more so like YouTube and all that stuff, and really doing it the right way. I don't know if I'm gonna go into like toxic stuff just yet, but we're still gonna be vulnerable, open, and honest always about everything that we go through, and give you guys that experience and just that realness of everything.
And every time I would come to get a haircut with her, that's what it was. Just vulnerability, just crazy talks that we were like,
just honest, yeah.
I wish people would hear us talk and like tune in and stuff. And
that's how it started, basically.
Yeah, that's how we ended up making that video. And again, that video is in her bio. Just click on that link and it'll go straight to that video.
I actually had somebody just hit me up about it and say like, oh, I just saw your video. I'm like, what video? Which one?
Like what?
Snapchat's not going anymore. That was Snapchat stuff. But it was the Cuddle Buddy one, which was called Take It Slow too on YouTube. And we basically just talk about looking out for cuddle buddies, and when we were in that phase in our life, and looking out for your own
how
safety.
How to get into that, and you know what to avoid. But I feel like we had so much material, and for some reason it just didn't happen. Like we just didn't continue making videos. I feel like now is the perfect time to get back into it, because I feel like I just feel ready. Me too. To start doing this, and then she feels ready. I feel like we cleared our head, right? Yeah. Like all that bullshit that we had. I needed to like, yeah. Yeah. So it's. I think it's time. And so, quick question for you guys: if you guys want to see more, let us know in the comments. And if you want to tune in or ask questions, also let us know in the comments. Yeah, because maybe we can turn this later on into like some questionnaire stuff. Maybe like Friday wine nights and have questions and things like that. Who knows where this will turn, but
I'm excited the way that our mindset vibes. First of all, I'm an Aquarius, he's a Libra. We like flow together, like water. Yeah. But yeah, so therefore, we have really good vibes and good talks. And if you guys just want to be in that, in our aura, in our friendship, do that. Do that.
You know what I wanted to do was doing go live on Instagram. Have you done that?
No.
I think that would be cool. But again, that's all up to you guys to see how.
I thought you went live once.
Goes. On Instagram?
Yeah.
I probably did, but like it didn't really count, you know.
It didn't count. Live would be good.
That'd be tight.
That would be fun.
Okay, so something we were talking about recently. We're talking about attraction.
Yes, we've been doing, as we always talk through our cuts. And I was telling him, you know, like something I've really noticed throughout the society we live in today, first of all, is people are not understanding the difference between being emotionally attracted to somebody, you know, or just physically attracted. I think a lot of people are in like these like physical relationships and everything's for like that outside material stuff, and it doesn't even pan out, and they don't really know what love feels like.
Like they want to be with someone just because of how they look.
How they look, yeah, totally. How they look, their image, what they can bring to the table physically, obviously.
Oh, that's true.
You know, than actually like unconditionally caring for somebody inside.
One thing that I was thinking about was when guys have trophy girls. That's to me, so it trips me out so much. I'm like they're okay with that?
Yeah.
And some people are.
Some people are. Some people rather just like have a good life and like not have to work a day in their life, and they pay for it, and that's fine. If you find that love, that's
well, we would describe that relationships, you know, solely
physical,
on physical attraction, yeah. And the emotional part, I feel like some people don't. I mean, everybody knows about it, but no one really acts on it.
Or no one really. Some people don't. Like I've tried to date people, and I feel like they don't even know what that feels like, being emotionally connected to somebody, feeling actually true love, like that person gives you that, you know.
What are some of the signs?
Of
some of the signs we were talking about earlier. You know, when they don't give you attention, like they don't pay attention to what you're saying. They're just like staring at you, like.
So yeah, for sure. I mean, like I've noticed when people are just physical, you know, they're not really paying attention to you. They're kind of just like staring like behind your eyes, but really, or your body. They're very physical. They're very touchy. You'll also start noticing things like they don't want to get into very like deep conversations with you. You know, they don't really ask about your past, or you know what has hurt you, like what has really made you you. Everything's very kind of fun, spare of the moment, but you'll notice that they're not really connected deep with you. And I swear, like anytime you'll get into something that really matters to you and you want to talk about that, you'll just notice that they'll kind of either brush off the conversation and just start touching you and just want to move forward because they don't really care to.
They just want to get back into the physical.
Back into that physical part, you know, because that's all they know.
I personally don't like it when they don't remember your friends, when you've been talking about your friends
like they don't
forever.
Even, yeah, you're like, hello, yeah.
But with that being said, I gotta admit, sometimes I get names mixed up. Like I know who you're talking about, I just fucking names get confused.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm just physically attracted, you know. That's a whole different.
He just sucks at remembering.
I just suck at remembering. But when they don't know who the fuck you're talking about at all. Yeah, that's trippy. Like, I'm not.
Oh man, I've had that. Like, I've been in deep conversations, and it means the world to me. Like, I'm speaking from my heart, and that other person that's on the other end is just like that. Like, literally, it's going right over their head.
Just looking at you.
They're looking at you like, God, she's so pretty. I've had it. Trust me, because I would ask questions to see if they were listening, and they're like, and I like literally.
You're like, what did I just say?
30 minutes. I'm like, yo, I really cared about that conversation.
How did you feel? Like. What did you do? What did you do when they were like?
I instantly wanted to go, but I don't want to be that dramatic because I'm already stuck there. So I'm like,
so you just kind of brush it off.
I brush it off, but I store it and know that I don't think you're somebody I can find myself, you know, settling down with, or something like. I don't think you're a potential partner. You love the idea of me already, but that's not really like all of me. Obviously, just the idea is just not fair to love somebody for. You know.
Another thing that I think that could fall into the physical is when it looks like you're balling and people just want to be with you because they think you're balling.
Of your money?
I've had that experience. Right after high school, I had this car, and there's a girl that was just, you know, hitting me up because of the car. After a while, like I don't know, I just didn't want the car anymore. It was just a gas waster, and I wanted something more, you know, economic. So I traded the car for something not as fancy. And we ran into each other, the girl and I. She's like, what happened to the other car? And I'm like, damn.
You gold digging ass girl.
Yeah, like right after that, I'm just like, all right, I'm just dropping you off and I'm out. Never hit her up.
You never hit her up again?
No.
Yeah. Just know what you want, you know, like you start, you know, eyeing out for those things, which is why we're obviously getting into this subject to protect everybody. I don't think that the world today has the best dating experiences or advice. I don't either. I'm still learning. I'm still learning, you know.
Well, yeah, Tinder's all like, it's literally just physical. You're just looking at the picture.
It's super like, oh my gosh.
You know something that I, when I was
Does anybody read the bios?
No, they do. They do though. They do, but for the wrong reasons, because I would read the bios, right? And they're like, oh, if you're shorter than me, I don't want you. I'm like,
dang. Okay.
And
but at least they're honest, I will say. Like, I'd rather have somebody be cutthroat like that.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Don't waste your time.
You're not wasting my time.
Yeah,
I
it's
already
good.
know. Just
it's good.
You know, swipe. I forgot. Is it right or left?
I think.
Right is good.
And then left
is bad. Okay. So swipe left.
Left all day.
Left. No. But I also had to put on my bio like my height. I'm like I'm 5'4" and shit. You know, that was it. At that very second, it felt embarrassing, but at the same time, like you know, like you said, you're not wasting my time. I'm not wasting your time. It's right there.
Even though Johnny actually doesn't mind tall women.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I went out with some girl that was like 5'11", 5'12", and she wore heels, so it's like another boost. And I don't care.
Yeah, I was like, that's good. That's dope, because I think for a lot of people who are like feel short, they don't like that, you know. But
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, but I was like, that is secure as hell. He's like, what? Be tall. Show them legs.
Yeah,
show them legs.
In my mind, I'm just like, well, she's with me. Like, if anything, it makes me look better. Like, I got something that someone else doesn't have.
Yeah, but that physical part, like. It's definitely like out in this world today right now, so I'm glad that we're talking about this subject.
What about the logical side?
That's your side.
I brought that up.
He brought this up. He said, what did you say? How did you break it down? He said, I
said I believe there's 3 types of attraction, or at least I used attraction, but I think that it might be
logical might be the end process.
Yeah.
When you start knowing who you are and what you want, maybe.
Yeah, because I felt, you know, physically attracted to someone, emotionally attracted, but logically it made no sense. It's just not the person for me, you know?
I think that logical side is a very mature side to get to, though. Like that's very, I'm ready.
If you're considering the logical side, or you're thinking logically, you're already at a way higher maturity level.
Yeah, I think so.
There are some situations where, at least for the guy side, I've been in a situation where the girl didn't want me to hang out with my friends. She wouldn't say it, but every time I would try to hang out with my friends, she would trip. Every time I would try to play video games with my friends online, I'm not even hanging out with them.
Huh? What? You're like sitting in a house?
I'm sitting at home and she was tripping out. And
that sucks.
Yeah, and also I was spending all day with her. I'm like, come on, give me an hour to like hang out with my friends, you know, at least online. And now it's that. So I had to like cut that shit off. But that was a logical...
that this isn't going to logically work out anymore. Yeah, absolutely. So definitely understanding too, I think that we can also have both sides. We can also want both sides. But I think society has made us more physical than anything, but we need to gravitate back towards the emotional, soulful side. That's our spiritual, loving side.
Hold on, one second. So, no, I'm thinking, because there's some people that get with people, or they start dating someone because logically it's convenient, but there's still no emotion.
True. Some people are just wise enough to know, like, I'm gonna date this person because it's just gonna work out, and they're so equipped on that. But they don't they don't
connect.
That's missing. Oh God.
So
I still can't with that. I love no.
So I feel like you need 2 out of the 3.
Yeah.
And the best 2 is emotional, and then whichever other one that you want.
Physical. I mean, you should want to take their clothes off.
Yeah, but physical. Yeah, that's true. Physical is very important.
But you shouldn't let it drive your relationship, because you're gonna end up losing at the end of it. If you're gonna end up losing real sight of what true love is and loving your partner, if that's all that you truly care about, you know, like it's just not fair to hold somebody up to looking amazingly gorgeous physically all the time.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, or staying perfect like robots. Yeah.
I met someone that wouldn't allow her boyfriend to see them without makeup. Like they would wake up extra early so they could put on the makeup before he wakes up.
Damn. Sometimes I just sleep with my makeup though.
Yeah, but that's why. What? Because you forget, or because
I'm lazy.
Oh, but that's not because you don't want to see. You don't want them to see you without makeup.
Sometimes I'll be honest. I will be like a little concealer.
So talking about maintaining a look for guys, if you're constantly worried about what you're wearing, what shoes you got on, that could also be a sign that the whole relationship is just solely on what you're wearing and your look.
And if you really do feel like you're doing all this just to keep impressing this person, she might not like you for who you really are.
Now let's talk about some of the signs on, you know, how to realize if you're just physically attracted or if the person is just physically attracted to you.
All right, so being aware and also taking consciousness of what you're doing too. Our eyes do things to us. We like things, pretty things. But one of the signs is obviously, again, talking about clothes. Obviously, when we first see somebody, you're like, wow, look at that swag. Wow, look at that red shirt. Look at those kicks. I love shoes. But it doesn't make them an amazing person, okay? People can buy that. You can't buy a soul.
Another sign would be their social media. Like some people, they're like so into someone because they're entertaining online, because they're posting in like very trendy spots, wearing trendy things.
Look at all the restaurants they go to. Look at the cool.
Look at their stories. Like, look, they're always hanging out and they're always having fun.
They have so many followers. Everybody likes them, so I should.
Yeah, that's another sign.
Yeah, no, they should definitely not like somebody off their followers. And that's what's happening though right now, is how cool they are about that. Some people can even be just physically attracted to, I talked about this, nationality. People have a very big box to go to when it comes to dating somebody, like, oh, I can only date this nationality.
Yeah,
and it's not because they, for religious purpose or anything like that, or culture wise.
Would that be racist?
I think that might be a little racist.
That's a little racist.
I was telling him I had, you know, I don't want to bring out personal things, but I've had experienced people who love, like, just say only Asian women or whatever, and it just sucks because I would automatically feel like I'm already put in a box, and if that's the only reason why you like me, I don't want it.
The nerve to say that.
The
like,
nerve.
I only like you because you're Asian. Like, dude, that comes out creepy.
Cause yeah, and
comes
people
out super
do.
creepy.
But that's one thing too. Like, they can be physically attracted to you for your nationality. Some people can only date people who have pretty colored eyes, and that's all they want. And you're like, oh my god, that sucks. It's like nothing else matters. And being put in that box like that is just so unfair. You can care about, you might be attracted to, oh my god, how much money they have, how much wealth they have.
How they're spending, not even how much money they got, because you can't see their bank account.
True.
So how they're spending, like, yo, I'm gonna buy the fancy dinners, and again, it comes to their stories.
You
like,
must have a lot of money. Ooh, I like it, you know?
So that's also not physique wise, but it's still a physical. You're being led by your eyes.
You're being led by it for sure.
So that's still
by the
physical.
wellish lifestyle, like, oh, I want that, you know. Some people obviously only like people who are fit, or vice versa. And I know people who really like skinny people, you know, like, they like that. Very petite people, they love that. But those are all physical things, guys, and it's cool for you to acknowledge them, because at least you're not wasting no one's time, but also acknowledge that it's a very selfish trait to have, okay? And that's it. It's very, you know, it's just not connected. All right, guys. And also, if you have such a high standards in just physical traits alone, you are going to miss out on a lot of great moments with people that can potentially lead you to a way higher level of happiness and a deeper connection that you honestly cannot find anywhere.
So to wrap this video up, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching, and if you have any comments, let us know. Just type them, write them down, and if you have topics that you want us to cover, also that would be a great help.
And chime in, you know, you can even talk to us about your experiences, or even add to that, you know, like, that'd be great too. And just, let's all stay connected, basically.
Yeah, like if we missed anything, something that we might have said wrong, also correct us if we're wrong. But I'm really excited for these videos.
Me too.
We're gonna keep doing them, and I'm just excited. I'm excited.
Wait till the emotional part comes on.
Oh, I can see it happening. It's gonna suck, but all right, guys. I'm JohnnyTheBoyWonder.
Time with Katness.
And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.